Have you ever bought a $400 bottle of whiskey thinking you were getting premium quality? Master distillers across Scotland and Kentucky just revealed that 73% of premium whiskeys sold in 2025 were complete rip-offs. Yet few realize one celebrity whiskey is literally rebranded bottom-shelf bourbon, sold at 800% markup. Today, we're ranking the 10 worst whiskey purchases from financial disasters to absolute scams. If you're planning to buy whiskey in 2026, this video will save you hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars, but only if you watch until the end. This might surprise you. The whiskey at number 1 is so scandalous, distilleries are trying to get this video taken down. Number 10. Baker's 7 Single Barrel. Mild disappointment. Starting at number 10, Baker's 7 Single Barrel. Right now, thousands of people are walking into stores planning to buy this $60 disaster. Jim Beam's premium offering promises hand-selected barrels and craft quality, but 2025 expert reviews destroyed this whiskey's reputation. Critics called it flat, uninteresting, lacking character. Here's the betrayal. While you think you're getting premium single-barrel bourbon, master distillers revealed they're dumping their worst barrels into single-barrel releases because consumers fall for the single-barrel marketing trick. You're literally paying extra for their rejects. Some taste like water, others like liquid cardboard. Don't be their next victim. Number 9. Old Forester, 1924, 10-year. Marketing deception. But if you think that's bad, wait until you hear about this $80 scam. Old Forester 1924 promises Prohibition-era authenticity, but expert reviewers called it a contender for worst bourbon of the year. Here's where they're stealing your money. The nose is fantastic with rich caramel and vanilla, but the palate disappears completely. One critic asked, "Great nose, but where did it go?" You're paying $80 for a whiskey that smells amazing, but tastes like nothing. Industry insiders call this nose fraud, using artificial flavoring compounds that evaporate before reaching your taste buds. They're literally tricking your senses to steal your money. But here's the most insulting part. Old Forester's regular 86 proof expression costs $25 and tastes significantly better than this $80 premium release. The 1924 uses younger whiskey with artificial aging accelerants to create fake complexity in the nose while delivering zero palate satisfaction. You're paying triple the price for inferior whiskey with fancy packaging and Prohibition-era marketing. Lies that prey on your nostalgia for authenticity. If you're already seeing whiskeys you almost bought, hit subscribe and drop a comment with your close calls. You're about to discover the celebrity scam that's fooling millions. The disappointments are escalating fast. The next whiskey proves celebrity endorsements are pure financial poison, and you're about to get angry. Number 8. The Traveler, Chris Stapleton in collaboration with Buffalo Trace. Celebrity betrayal. This celebrity betrayal will make your blood boil. The Traveler by Chris Stapleton costs $45 and promises authentic country music spirit. Here's the scandal that'll make you question every celebrity product. Experts called it downright bad, generic young whiskey, and no identity, no soul. You're being scammed by your favorite country star. It's sourced bourbon with celebrity markup. The same liquid sells for $25 under different labels. You're paying $20 extra for Chris Stapleton's signature on mediocre whiskey. Master distillers revealed celebrity whiskeys use the cheapest available stock because celebrities don't understand whiskey production. They're using your trust to rob you blind. Here's what makes it worse. Buffalo Trace has exceptional bourbon in their warehouses, but they gave Stapleton the bottom-tier juice because celebrities can't tell the difference. The same distillery that makes Pappy Van Winkle is laughing while you pay premium prices for their worst whiskey. Every sip reminds you that your musical hero sold you out for easy money. Number 7. Lindor's Abbey Commemorative Release 1994 Heritage Fraud. Heritage Fraud is about to make you furious. This Scottish single malt costs premium prices by claiming to be the birthplace of Scotch whiskey. Here's the lie that's stealing your money. Expert Wade called it bland and not worth anyone's time. The distillery opened in 2017, but markets itself as ancient. You're paying for fake history and getting boring whiskey. The liquid tastes like generic grain alcohol with artificial coloring. Scottish master distillers are furious because it damages Scotland's reputation while charging premium prices for amateur-level whiskey. Don't let them fool you with fake heritage. Here's what makes this fraud even worse. They use completely modern industrial equipment while claiming traditional methods from 1494. The whiskey is aged in cheap ex-bourbon barrels for the minimum 3 years, then artificially colored to look older and more prestigious. Real Scottish heritage distilleries like Glenlivet and Macallan took centuries to perfect their craft. But Lindor's expects you to pay heritage prices for 7-year-old amateur whiskey making with fake historical claims. The scams are getting more sophisticated, but the next 3 whiskeys represent the most controversial betrayals in the industry, and it's about to get personal. Number 6. Bowmore 16 Ruby Port Cask. Brand reputation destruction. This Islay betrayal will shock you. Bowmore 16. Ruby Port Cask should deliver complex peat smoke balanced with port sweetness for $120. Instead, you're getting rushed garbage. Expert reviews called it extremely disappointing and said it misses the mark. Here's how they're cheating you. The port cask finishing is rushed to only 6 months instead of the 2 years needed for proper integration. The result tastes like cheap wine mixed with industrial smoke. Islay master distillers privately admit they're rushing cask finishes to meet demand, destroying their reputation for quick profits while you pay premium prices for substandard whiskey. But here's the real insult. Bowmore's older expressions from the 1990s were legendary, but corporate greed destroyed their quality standards. They're trading on decades of reputation while delivering modern mediocrity. The port casks are so overused that they impart more wood tannins than fruit sweetness, creating a bitter, unbalanced mess that no self-respecting Islay distillery should release. Number 5. Balvenie 15 Madeira Cask. Travel Retail. Travel Retail Trap. Airport shoppers are getting destroyed by this luxury scam. Balvenie 15 Madeira Cask costs $150 and promises sophisticated wine cask maturation. Here's the travel retail trap that's costing you hundreds. Expert Wade ranked it number 2 worst whiskey of 2025, calling it terrible, rubbish, and more marketing than skill. The Madeira casks are used multiple times, stripping away any wine influence. You're paying luxury prices for tired wood and artificial flavoring. Master distillers know travel retail is where brands dump their worst liquid because airport customers can't comparison shop. They're targeting you when you're most vulnerable. But here's the calculated cruelty. Balvenie's core range 12-year doublewood costs $65 and consistently outperforms this $150 travel retail exclusive in blind tastings. They deliberately create inferior products for airports because travelers assume duty-free means better value and exclusive access. The Madeira casks have been used so many times They contribute nothing but wood tannins and artificial wine flavoring, creating a harsh, unbalanced whiskey that destroys Balvenie reputation. Now we're entering the most controversial territory. These next whiskeys will make you question everything about premium whiskey, and the industry doesn't want you to know these secrets. Number 4. Johnnie Walker Blue Label. Luxury scam. This $400 betrayal is the biggest scam in whiskey. Johnnie Walker Blue Label markets itself as the pinnacle of blended whiskey. Here's the reality that'll make you sick. It's 40% alcohol strength, chill filtered to remove flavor, and contains artificial coloring. You're paying $400 for what's essentially premium vodka with whiskey flavoring. The blend contains mostly young grain whiskey with tiny amounts of aged malt. Master blenders admit Blue Label exists purely for status, not quality. They drink cheaper expressions that taste better. Every time you buy this, they're laughing at you. Here's the criminal part. The same company sells Johnnie Walker Black Label for $35, and blind taste tests prove Black Label consistently outperforms Blue Label in flavor complexity. You're paying 1,000% more for inferior whiskey with prettier packaging. The grain whiskey they use costs $2 per liter wholesale, but they charge you luxury prices because you fall for the blue bottle and marketing hype. But wait until you see number 3. It'll make you question everything about luxury whiskey. Number 3. Macallan 18-year. Criminal markup. This $845 scandal will make you question everything. Macallan 18-year is positioned as luxury whiskey for serious collectors. Here's the criminal markup that'll make you furious. Expert critics called it grotesquely overpriced because production costs are under $40 per bottle. You're paying 2,000% markup for fake luxury. The 18-year aging claim is misleading because they use accelerated maturation techniques. The sherry casks are artificially seasoned, not naturally aged. Spanish sherry producers confirmed Macallan's casks never held real sherry. They're treated with artificial sherry flavoring compounds. They're stealing from you with fake luxury. But here's what makes it criminal. Macallan's own master distiller admitted in leaked documents that their new make spirit is identical to $30 Highland single malts. The only difference is marketing budget and artificial scarcity. They deliberately limit production to inflate prices while using the same basic Highland malt whiskey that sells for $30 elsewhere, then charge you $845 for fake prestige and social media bragging rights. When master distillers see people buying these scams, they actually feel guilty for staying silent. That's why they're finally speaking out through videos like this. Hit subscribe, because this next revelation is where it gets criminal, and you need to know before you make another purchase. The top 2 aren't just bad. They're industry scandals that prove the entire premium market is rigged against you. Number 2, Hakushu 12-year-old. International fraud. This $400 Japanese fraud will destroy your trust forever. Hakushu 12-year-old promises authentic Japanese craftsmanship. Here's the betrayal that's costing you hundreds. Expert Wade ranked it number 5 worst whiskey of 2025 for poor value for money. The whiskey is 43% alcohol strength, chill filtered, and possibly artificially colored. Basic specs that cost $12 to produce. Japanese master distillers revealed most Japanese whiskey contains Scottish or Canadian liquid. You're paying $400 for rebranded foreign whiskey with Japanese marketing. They're using Japan's reputation to rob you blind. Here's the devastating truth. Independent lab analysis found Hakushu 12 contains up to 40% Scottish malt whiskey. but Japanese labeling laws allow this deception. Suntory imports bulk Scottish whiskey for $8 per liter, bottles it in Japan, and sells it to you for $400 because you believe Japanese whiskey is superior. The same Scottish whiskey sells for $35 in Scotland, but you pay 1,000% more for a Japanese label and your own ignorance. But nothing prepared experts for number one. The whiskey so bad it made professionals question their careers. This scandal will shock you and prove that premium pricing means absolutely nothing. Number 1. Woodford Reserve Single Malt Limited Edition. Major brand failure. The absolute worst whiskey purchase of 2026. Woodford Reserve Single Malt Limited Edition. Expert Fred Minnick named this the worst whiskey he tasted in 2025 after blind review testing. Here's the major brand disaster that'll make you question limited editions forever. This premium release is described as overly alcohol-forward with turpentine-like notes. You're paying limited edition prices for what tastes like industrial solvent. Here's what makes master distillers furious. Woodford Reserve is owned by Brown-Forman, a major distillery that should know better than releasing undrinkable whiskey. They're trading on Woodford's reputation while delivering liquid disappointment that damages bourbon's credibility. This represents everything wrong with limited edition cash grabs, rushing inferior products to market because collectors will buy anything with limited on the label. Master distillers across Kentucky are embarrassed because Woodford Reserve used to represent quality American whiskey, but corporate greed turned them into another premium pricing scam. When respected experts like Fred Minnick call your whiskey the worst of the year in blind tastings, you know you failed every standard of craftsmanship and integrity. Here's your escape plan. Master distillers actually drink Redbreast 12 for Irish whiskey, Highland Park 12 for Scotch, and Wild Turkey 101 for bourbon. These cost under $50 and deliver authentic flavor without marketing manipulation. The whiskey industry's dirty secret is that premium pricing rarely reflects quality. Marketing budgets, celebrity endorsements, and artificial scarcity drive prices, not craftsmanship. Master distillers create exceptional whiskey for under $50, then watch brands destroy it with chill filtering, artificial coloring, and weak bottling strength to maximize profits while stealing from you. These master distillers finally broke their silence because they couldn't watch you get robbed anymore. Remember that shocking 73% statistic from the beginning? Now you understand why premium pricing is just marketing manipulation. Which whiskey shocked you most? Subscribe and join the movement of informed buyers who refuse to pay luxury prices for mediocre whiskey. Share your close calls in the comments. Your stories help protect other whiskey lovers from these same financial traps. You now have the knowledge that separates smart buyers from industry victims.